We begin tonight with more news out of the so-called Alligator Alcatraz. Attorneys for a Venezuelan man who collapsed inside are accusing the facility of failing to provide adequate care for sick detainees.
His family says that they spent days trying to confirm that he was alive. His attorneys tell us that they learned this morning that he is back at the facility after being treated at the hospital.
NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri has this story.
The call started late Tuesday. NBC6 received several calls coming from the detention facility known as Alligator Alcatraz. One described a medical emergency. At the time, family members of a Venezuelan influencer being held at the facility, Luis Manuel Rivas Velázquez, were worried about his well-being when they hadn't heard from him, according to attorneys working on the family's behalf.
Until this morning, we feared the worst, and we were obviously hoping that we would get some good news, and we did. But the family basically believed that their loved one was dead until this morning.
Attorney James Hollis says he and other lawyers got involved after the friend of another detainee reached out for help finding Rivas, whose family last spoke with him Monday.
He had reported that he had a high fever and that he had shortness of breath and chest pain. He had tried to seek medical attention from the facility itself and was continually told, "Hey, we can't help you. Hey, we can't help you."
Hollis says on Tuesday, Rivas collapsed at some point, and that's when he was taken to a Kendall hospital for treatment.
And we heard from him this morning. Basically, he lost consciousness, passed out. They pulled him out of the facility, put him in an ambulance, and took him to a hospital in Miami. At which point he was chained to a bed while he was given treatment.
Rivas was back at Alligator Alcatraz Thursday morning when Hollis says he was able to finally contact his family and the lawyers as well.
He said that many people were sick at the facility with similar types of symptoms. He sounded like he had shortness of breath and he was struggling to fully explain the situation before the call sort of abruptly cut off.
The Department of Homeland Security did not answer our questions about these allegations. A statement from the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs says Rivas fainted and was taken to the hospital out of precaution. ICE takes its commitment to protecting those in its custody very seriously.
A DHS spokesperson called Rivas a criminal, saying he was arrested for robbery. Court records show that robbery charge stems from a domestic incident in July in which he was accused of taking his girlfriend's cell phone during a dispute. He pled not guilty to that charge. We also reached out to state authorities this afternoon. We have not heard back. Amy Viteri, NBC6 News.